people. Assalamu alaikum. I'm here again, and I apologize if I offended anybody in that poem. That's not what I intended. Of course, my intent was what Allah knows best, and it was basically to help and inspire people to really use their own minds that Allah blessed them with, and to start to realize that we can't just go on he say, she say, and what the government say, or what the media say, or what the celebrities say, or what magazines say, or anything, or just a regular normal person in the street. We have to really go deep and find the truth. And the truth doesn't stop with just one particular group of people who are always seem to be the right ones. And that's just the problem. Evidence is not something very small and little and easy to gain and to be able to accumulate when it comes to criminal law and the likes of these things. You can go to the library and read up on criminal law and read up on books and how cases have been put together, and even knowing that a lot of cases have been the people have been brought to justice, but then some weren't brought to justice, or some were innocent. That shows, of course, mankind is not perfect. So even in the judicial system and the courts and any of these systems in this world are not perfect. But we, as human beings, we shouldn't just settle for just knowing one side of things, especially if you use your emotions to decide to choose what side you're going to take, and you're not using your mind as well. You're just using your anger or your hate because you don't like a certain people or something like this, and then you want to just go along with those who are speaking, those who are at the top of the speaking arena, that can just come on stage or come on a member or come on a podium and speak and give a speech about this issue, and say that a certain amount of people have been perceived through evidence that they come to find, but not where they're showing everything, because the people, of course, we know that when things are top secret, things are confidential, they're not going to show us everything. So on that note, we have to be patient and not rush to judgment. Don't judge people because of who they are and their color and their race and their creed, religious creed especially. Judge the people from their actions, really. If you've seen this person go and do this act or evil act, and you've seen them on camera, or you was visually seeing them, look, this is how you have to go by. This is sensible. You know what I mean? If I actually saw my own child going and taking something that he shouldn't have taken, I know that he did it, because I've seen it with my own eyes. You understand? If someone else said it, and someone else said it that was well known to be a truthful person, you understand, that can tell you this is what truly happened, and this person out of a track record of that they've been known to be honest. But because a person has a stature in a political position that comes to tell you something, or they want to tell you things because you're going to take, what they say face value because of their position, because of their stature. This is why in the world today there's so much problems, because people put their trust and their faith in human beings that wear suits or look good or whatever, or look clean. But a person who will come, he's a derelict, or he's a person deprived of an economic financial structure for himself, and he's homeless or whatever, or she as well. You look down at them, and you can't trust them. You can't believe in what they say, And this is not good. This is blindness. This is a sense of blindness, blind following. You know, in Islam we call it taqleed, and it's prohibited in Islam to do it without knowing that this person is pious and just, and they are an honest and trustworthy person. You know, if it's an honest and trustworthy person, then you can take his word for it. You understand? So, from what I know, politicians for many years since I've been American and living in this country have always been in and out of truth and falsehood, truth and falsehood. You know, things that you would expect that they would do, come to find out in the media, and it's like revealed of the evil things that they've done personally in their own lives, whether they're president or not, whether they're congressman, whether they're senator, whether they're you know, any kind of politician. And then let alone not just the politicians, the media. The media has so many times made mistakes, you know, and right now in these times, and I'm not going to get deep into it because that's up to you to find, you understand, for you to research, because people just don't want to believe just a normal buck like me, you know, just speaking on YouTube. But there's a lot of evil going on, and there's a lot of big time plans being done from these evil individuals, and it's been posted many times on YouTube. You know, you could throw out names, but I don't need to, because it's there. You know, there's books about it, about secret societies and evil people that are at the top, you know, who want to bring people down. And that's what my poem was about, in a such of what was in there. And I'm hoping that people can realize that this is the times that we're living in. In Islam, it's clear. And that's why I feel that I'm putting this out not just to Muslims, of course, but to non-Muslims as well, especially to get to understand that we know what's going on. Most of those Muslims who are focusing on studying and learning about their faith and learning about what the Prophet said and what was revealed as the prophets that came before him, like Isa, as you know, as Jesus, and any of these prophets that were up against these same type of evil people in their times, who wanted to put out the light of Allah, who wanted to put out belief in God, who wanted to stamp it out and bring it to belief in the shaitan, belief in the devil, worshiping him and following him and putting him first in the world, in the forefront to be worshipped, and also worshiping themselves, believing themselves as gods on earth and stuff like this. So, you know, or atheism, just getting away from belief, and then ultimately the shaitan has won, because that's what his duty was for himself, so that he would come and try to misguide human beings. And it's like from all the way from the children of Adam all the way down to now, okay, to misguide us, because that was his plan. That's what he wants to do, to prove to Allah that we are not worthy of the position that Allah placed us here on this earth. But there's a whole lot of more to go on with that. I'm just bringing a little bits of pieces, and you can find on your own. And I hope I inspire you to do so. And that's why, you know, I spoke this time a little bit from my poem, and to try to sum up a little bit of what this last poem that I just did was based on. I am sorry, and I do not wish to insult anybody's feelings or how they think, or how they feel about this situation. And unfortunately, it's a very unfortunate situation. Again, the umpteenth time of a terrorist attack, or, you know, an attack on human beings' lives, innocent. Okay, so we're gonna leave off from there, and I hope that inshallah, that, you know, Allah will guide those to the haqq. Those of you who are not Muslim to Islam, those of you who are Muslim, continually to understand and focus on your faith and worship Allah and put Him first. And beware of these times that we're living in. Beware. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum